Hi. Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Clare Gallagher before the 2019 TNF 50. How are you, Clare?
I'm great, thanks.
Yeah.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, this is a race and a course you have done well at.
Thanks, yeah. I've done it twice, so...
Fifth and second, those 2 years.
Yeah. I really like the style of this race. Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah. Unlike the race in the White Mountains, we were just discussing Brian's racing schedule. It's sort of like a fitness favoring race, which suits my strengths of like not being... I don't love technical running.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not my greatest love in the world. But it's also really hard with the amount of vert that's in it. So it's sort of this sweet in-between spot where like no one is like made for this course, but it's just like who can put together enough strengths to be okay at this course.
Yeah, and so what are those strengths that have worked out for you here?
Well, I think like fast downhills really help, and kind of just like hanging on. Like, this course is one of complete wreckage, and pretty much every year, well, the 2 years I've run it, I've just hung on.
Yeah.
So for better or worse, it's definitely, I think, the most painful race.
Because you're always on and always,
yeah.
There's no breaks.
Correct, yeah. When I did it 2 years ago, when I got second, I remember thinking I hit the wall at mile 16, I think it was. I was like, oh, this is over. Like, I feel so bad. And so, it was then, what's the math? 35
34,
miles,
yeah.
34 miles of just like, balls to the wall. So...
Which is really, I mean, I chatted with Zach Miller a while yesterday about his races in the past, and it's like, you're just like, if you're at the front of this race, you're throwing yourself against the wall the whole race.
Yeah. Yeah, which is so fun. Like, that's what I love about this race. Is it's like, this is like ultra running in such a fun form because it's hilarious. Like, you have people coming from shorter distance, you have 100-mile specialists, and it's just like, kind of a cluster,
yeah.
I think.
Well, and it's interesting. I mean, obviously you've had good success at the 100-mile distance, but you're really good at the middle and shorter ultras as well. There's a lot of, maybe the top group of women in this race are really suited to that faster type of racing style.
Yeah.
So how's that going to play out?
Yeah,
Is it going to be a lot more aggressive, or?
I don't know. And I mean, this field of women, they're so fast. And I remember talking to you before Western States, and I was like, I'm really excited to run with Anna May. And I like stupidly didn't know she wasn't running States this year. And so now I'm actually really excited to run with Anna May and Addie and you and Anna May or Anne Marie. Yeah, so many people. My two homegirls, Abby's from Boulder. Yeah, and all of those names, like, these people are so fast. And Brittany Peterson, like, I mean, it's endless, right? And so, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I know I'm going to show up at 5 a.m. on Saturday morning.
And see what happens?
Yeah, but, like, we don't have, like, Magda or Ida to take it out. And they usually would take it out traditionally, at least the 2 races I've done. So who wants to take it out? I'm not sure.
Somebody's going to do it.
Yeah. Keely actually goes out pretty hard sometimes. So we'll see.
Which in a lot of races doesn't pay off, but like following UTMB really changed my mindset on that, and seeing like Powell go like off the front and like, when is he going to blow up? And he didn't.
Totally.
So, and this is a 50-mile. Like, there's a lot more chance you can hold on.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think Powell's performance was extraordinary.
Yeah.
in a way that most ultras don't have those types of outcomes, but we'll see. Yeah, all the power to someone if someone wants to take it to the gun from the gun. But
that'll be fun to see. And you've had a really great season so far. I mean, you won Way Too Cool, shorter distance. You won Western States, longer. Do you feel really fit right now?
Thank you. And to be perfectly honest, no.
Why is that?
Well, I've done a few races in states, but I've tried to stay very local. So I did like a little race above Boulder and Gold Hill, one of Joe Grant's runs, and one in Wyoming in the Red Desert. Just like very small community events. And so I don't really know how my fitness stacks up. My training partner, Abby Levine, is really fit right now. And so it's hard because it's just like, I can't tell where I am. And it's been so fun to train with her because I think she's going to have an outstanding race. We're both coached by David Roach. So yeah, to like not answer your question, I'm healthy, and that's like the number one thing.
You're healthy and you're not burnt out, or, I mean, you've run a couple races, but presumably they were not the focus of your season.
No, definitely. My mileage has been very conservative.
Which is kind of like, I remember like talking to you before Western States this year, and you're like, I just got back from trudging with a heavy pack in the Arctic. Like,
I don't know if it went to my head, but I definitely haven't overtrained for this race.
You're fresh. You're fresh.
But
so you really haven't been beat by a whole lot of women over the last like year and a half, at least in important races. One woman who has is Addie Bracey.
Totally.
And she's beaten you before, like at Moab Trail Marathon as well. Like,
yeah, she's I think one of the fiercest competitors. She handed it to me. Like, she was so good at Never Summer 100K, which was in last year. She beat me by like well over an hour. And that was like, in theory, my type of race because it was at altitude and stuff. And so Addie Bracey's breadth of talents is so wide. And I've seen her a few times this fall. She's clearly obscenely fit and ready to go. So I think everyone should be terrified. And very excited. Maybe I'll be able to run with her for a little bit.
Maybe. Well, you'll definitely have a lot of women there up there at the front to watch and run with. How fierce is it going to be up there? Like, because like a lot of these people are your friends or acquaintances, and like, how is that going to be at mile 25 or mile 30? Or how does it evolve during the race?
I think, I know for myself, I'll try and keep it very congenial. Like, it's such a gift to be able to run with such fast women who are so hardcore. And if there are packs, I think it'll be amazing. And if I had to guess, I'm assuming that'll just push the pace ahead. Like, I don't have an estimate on what the winning women's time is going to be, but I think it could be close, if not faster than Ida's 2 years ago. Just looking at the field.
Yeah.
I don't know if
there's definitely that potential for it. Yeah.
Yeah. But, there's also a huge potential for blow up, and if there's a lot, this race is difficult because once you get into that middle section, as you know, like around Stinson Beach, there's a few sections you see people around switchbacks, so you can kind of get a lay of the land. And I think that really messes with people psychologically. And that's where the carnage begins. Cause I'm not, people are passing me, or people are catching up, or people look really good on climbs. So that's where I really like it.
Why is that?
No, I don't mean that that's that is ultra running,
Yeah.
It's that's where you are faced with difficulty in a race, and you have to decide, okay, what do I do about this? How do I match my mind, my body? And
so how do you? I mean, you have a very positive personality outside of running, and you seem to carry that through into your running. How at that mile 30, if you see Anna May running quick up the hill in front of you, how do you stay positive and keep engaged?
Yeah, it depends on the scenario for sure, and how you feel. I think first and foremost, you eat a gel, always. I'll be very honest with my strategies. It's fueling breeds positivity, bonking is will make you hate your life and quit. So
very true.
Yeah. That's a practical assessment.
Gels.
But then also, around that section, Stinson Beach, the trees are insane. Getting power from that energy, and then you hit the 50 milers will hit the 50K runners at that point. So presumably the lead pack of women will be passing 50K runners, and there's just so much camaraderie. There's these gorgeous sequoias. They're just sequoias or redwoods.
I think they would be Redwood's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a redwood. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Redwood Forest. Okay. It's like it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, totally.
Even if you're walking.
Even if well, hopefully that's not
Hopefully that's not the case. Yeah.
Well, Claire, have fun out there, and
Thank
best
you,
of luck on a good
Ryan.
race.
Thanks.